Welcome to our channel. I am going to cover a webcomic from the game Clash of Titans, and the name of this comic is Light and Shadows. So our first chapter, The Devil's Curse, begins in an unknown creepy building. The sound of the water dripping from the ceiling can be clearly heard in the pitch silence of the night. And then scene shifts off to a woman being tied up in that creepy looking building. The woman seems to be in a very bad condition. But we soon get to know that this is all just a dream scene by our main protagonist. She wakes out of her dream after screaming the name of the woman who was tied up in her dream.
Butterfly!
Before she can get her head into reality, someone from behind spoke.
Hey, are you okay?
Butterfly. Whispered by Violet, our main protagonist. Butterfly asked once more.
Are you sure you okay?
Violet shakes it off by saying it was just a nightmare. She further said it's because of the fatigue from the long trip and Butterfly should forget it. Butterfly was confused by Violet's reaction. Where are we?
Asked by Violet, to which Butterfly replied, we are just there.
And then the scene showed the train approaching its destination. Meanwhile,
Violet takes out a scroll from her back. Then the scene shifts off to 3 days ago, where we see a request from a village, which was cursed by a demon. Then we see Richter, who is a demon hunter and a playable character in the game, just like Butterfly and Violet. Violet complains to Richter about no money being offered from the request. To which Richter replies that,
if you don't want it, then throw it away.
But Violet still takes it after saying she will do it just to brush up her mercenary reputation. Richter also reminds her to take her sister with her, and Violet agrees and said Richter not to worry.
Violet thinks to herself that whether it is really the devil's curse or not, she thinks this is a bizarre mission, and yet Butterfly agrees to come along with her. She thought how Butterfly hides her true feeling and focus her mind on the mission. Then we see the train approaching the destination.
Both Butterfly and Violet get off the train and start searching for the client who posted the request. Then the scene shifts off to a side character who is standing with a sad look on her face, but her mood lights up after seeing our main characters. She started calling them by waving her hand in the air. The little girl tries to make some talk by saying this small village looks quite ordinary.
Are you the one who wrote it?
Asked by Violet to the little girl, the girl replies by asking that whether the two of them are mercenaries. She was as disbelieved that there are still some people who are willing to come to their help even though she was hopeless. She further explains that some time ago a person showed strange symptoms without a sign of any illness. Everyone in the village thought it was the devil's curse. They tried to ask for help from the Temple of Light Veda, but there was no answer. While passing through the village, Violet thinks to herself that there are no signs of any demons. The little cheers up by saying she doesn't know how strong the demons are, but these mercenaries are everything will be alright. It's very fortunate that these two are here. Then we see them entering the house. The little girl said while opening the house that it's a simple house. I hope you don't mind. She further tells them that several people live here and she take care of them all.
Their eyes!
Said by Violet as she observed ill people in the house.
The little girl goes ahead and make a soup for the grandma, and explains to Violet that their eyes and skin are getting weirder and weirder. She tells Grandma that she finally managed to make contact with the mercenaries. Grandma seems happy after hearing that. The little girl said everything will be all right now. She looks to the side and asked, is Grandpa still asleep? To which Grandma replies, yes he is. The girls goes to check on the grandpa. But her eyes get wide open with fear.
The little girl screamed in fear. Violet and Butterfly noticed it.
What just happened?
Asked by Violet, then we get to see Grandpa acting weird in all sorts of ways. After seeing Grandpa, all side characters were scared to death by the thought of death. Violet calms them down and started observing every inch of Grandpa. She observes the twisted black lines on Grandpa's arms and thinks, is this the curse? While Violet was thinking, Butterfly goes ahead and cuts the black thing on his arm with her sword. Something comes out of the Grandpa.
It was as expected.
Said by Violet, is this the devil's curse? The girl thinks to herself. Meanwhile, Violet notices some rats outside the window. She said,
wait till the night comes, everything will be clear.
Then the scene shifts off to the middle of the night. A man was walking across the village under the full moon. The man soon approached the house in which the little girl is staying. The man hears a blast sound from his back and dodges the attack in just the nick of time.
Here comes the rat,
said by Violet. Then the butterfly goes ahead to attack. She strikes a powerful slash from the above, but the man dodged that as well. Then butterflies start landing blow after blow. The man starts to face difficulty dodging butterfly attacks, and at the right moment Violet strikes from behind. The bullet hit the man's face and broke his mask. Violet said to man,
"Stop running! My bullets are faster than you!"
The man whispered, "There are two," and after that, he disappeared with a blast. After hearing the explosion, the girl come out of the house. She asked the two. They are back already, and with whom they fought. She innocently asked, "Are the demons around here, and whether or not they are hurt?" To which Violet respond,
"Not demons, this is dark magic. The devil's curse you spoke of is actually dark magic."
Violet said, "Little girl, to wait until she finds out." The girl asked the mercenaries whether they have any solution, to which Violet responds, "Yes." The girl was happy from the reply and nervously spoke, "About the payment, I actually have no money lately. It's been a tough time, even to buy supplies for them." Then she pulls out her necklace and gave it to Violet and said, "It's the most precious thing to me," and she is giving it to them as a warranty that she will give them the money and redeem the necklace back, to which Violet agrees. Then the scene shifts off to few days later. Violet and Butterfly was walking across the village. Violet said to Butterfly, "Those dark mages seems to disappear. It should have been better if we had listened to Richter. This mission is pretty exhausting." To which Butterfly nods. Violet suggests to go to the market to find a clue. In the market, Butterfly spots someone. They both run after him. "Don't run," said by Violet. "I won't let you off the hook this time," said by Violet, but the man disappeared once again. Big a boom. "Those dark mages are fast." Violet thinks to herself. She asked Butterfly whether she find anything, to which Butterfly replies with a no by shaking her head. Violet was confused about what the dark mages are up to. While Violet was thinking this, both of them heard screams from the village calling for help. Butterfly and Violet run towards the village to find out everyone is leaving from the fear of the demons. Butterfly and Violet quickly run toward the source. They saw a demon attacking a man. Butterfly quickly chops off the demon's arms. Violet fires bullets toward the another demon who was trying to attack Butterfly from the behind. After defeating the guy, Violet and Butterfly finds out that this demon is actually the guy who was staying at the little girl's house. Then they look behind, see that everyone else in the village is turned into a zombie. Violet was confused about what was going on. Then the scene shifts off to the man who fought with Violet and Butterfly before. He was standing on the top of a building making remarks about nosy mercenaries with his friends. Then he goes ahead to tell how horrible this dark magic is. He wants to play with the village people before killing them off. Violet shoots on them in anger, but they disappear once again. Violet and Butterfly hears an explosion behind them. A house was exploded by a thing, which seems to be a magic array, and in the dust they notice as moving figures, which are the people of village who are now turned into zombies, and started attacking. Butterfly and Violet found themselves surrounded. Violet said to Butterfly, "They are people of the village," to which Butterfly responds with, "It's too late." And then both Butterfly and Violet started killing zombies. In the mix of battle, a big butcher zombie comes to attack. But Butterfly and Violet take that zombie down with teamwork. After defeating the zombies, they lower their weapons, but quickly notices one more zombie in the distance. The zombie comes to attack. Butterfly notices that it's the girl who hired them. She goes ahead to attack, but the zombie manages to evade the attacks and quickly goes to attack Violet, but the zombie girl stops herself from attacking Violet as she still have a little bit of control over her. The zombie girl begs Violet to save her. Violet puts her gun on zombie girl's head. Zombie girl said once more, "Save me," while crying. And before Violet pulls the trigger, Butterfly slides her sword in zombie girl's chest. The girl died. Then the scene cuts off to Violet staring at sunset with Butterfly. Violet looks onto the pendant which the little girl have her and she says, "The payment has been collected, but this mission isn't over. Those dark mages are still alive," and then she walks away after telling Butterfly that she should go back. But Butterfly follows Violet along and the first chapter ends here. I hope we reach 1 million subs soon enough. We're just a click away. Thanks for watching.